That's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with one of those silly, stupid projects. You know, like how some people paint for fun, some draw for fun. We are gonna code for fun, because why not? I think coding can be creative. So I had this crazy idea because I'm pretty obsessed with Formula One right now, ever since the season started. So because of that, I wanted to combine my love for Formula One with my love for coding. And then the only thing I could think of was Mario Kart. So that's the prompt for the project today. I've given myself about 2 hours, so it's 22 p.m. and I'm gonna try and code until 4:30, and let's see what we come up with in 2 hours. Prompt is Mario Kart. I can either build an actual Mario Kart game, can try to be innovative. Have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out. So let's go. I honestly don't remember ever playing Mario Kart. Maybe I've never played it before. But okay, I'm watching a bunch of these gameplay videos. It's just the concept of this guy that looks like Mario. There's checkered lines at the end. And then he collects some coins along the way. So that's the general idea. And the scenery seems to be pretty interchangeable, which means that I don't have to comply with a certain type of scene. I can really just create it in any world that I want. And I'm watching this particular video with multiple different colored floor tiles. And then there's jumping movements and collecting items. And I think this looks pretty cool. So I do like this view as a whole. So maybe let's try and create this, basically. I have GoodNotes open. The first question to ask myself is, do I want to build a web app, like a website, and then play the Mario Kart game on the website? Or do I want to try and build something like a Mac app, an actual app? But I'm thinking of maybe just going with the website at first, just because that's like the realm of what I'm familiar with. And then let's take it from there. Imagine this is the browser. Multiple colored tiles. And then there is this Mario's cart with him inside. And he can collect some kind of like question mark points as he drives down. Question marks. I'm going to make him collect some stars. And every star he collects increases the points. So there would be a point system here. I'm going to add like barricades between Mario and the stars. So he needs to like dodge them. And if he hits a barricade, then he slows down. Can I actually do this in 2 hours? I'm like, oh. Okay, I have the general idea. I need my laptop now to try and jot this down, figure out how we're going to build this. Okay, let's open my laptop now. Before we jump back in, huge thanks to Milanote for sponsoring this part of the video. I love to bring new tools that are productivity related or tech related on this channel, and Milanote is one of them. Milanote is a tool for organizing your creative projects. It's basically a visual workspace where you can plan, brainstorm, and manage ideas all in just one place. And I'm going to be using them to plan out our Mario Kart style game. So I created a board called Mario Kart, and I'm going to walk you through how I'm organizing everything. I can drag in notes, checklists, and even use templates to get started faster. But for this, I'm going to break down my project into 3 sections: the UI UX, the game logic, and a to-do list. For the UI UX, I listed out everything I wanted in the game. So things like a tiled floor for scenery, the Mario Kart character, the stars Mario can collect, and also barricades that Mario needs to dodge. It's going to be helpful to have everything laid out like this before I start coding. And for the UI part, I also created a mood board, which helps me envision how I want my game to look like, and the color palette and the theme, everything aesthetic, just so everything feels less overwhelming. Now, for the game logic, we need a proper game logic for this game to work. So I have it mapped out with arrow keys for movements, how Mario's speed increases over time, and also how the scoring should work when he collects the stars. Just jotting everything visually is going to help me think through the systems. And lastly, we need a to-do list so that we can know where to start. So this is the to-do list I came up with, and honestly, for a 5-minute setup, this gives me such a clean view of everything I need to build. And I think the best thing about Milanote is that it's super intuitive and flexible. And oh, if you're starting a project, Millernote has over 100 built-in templates. If you're working in a team, you can also share bots, but we don't need that right now. So Millernote is free to sign up and there's no time limit. So if you want to check it out, hit the link in the description box below. Okay, I think I'm gonna make myself some tea. You want some tea? I'm gonna edit this differently because my OBS software recorded a very bad low bitrate video, so I will speak over what I did for this project. So I started off with using the command line to install and try out a brand new game using PhaserJS. They have basic game templates that you can just install. So I tried to run that and see basically what comes up. So the game looks something like this. This is the starting point, and then you can click start and then your actual game loads. I wasn't familiar with PhaserJS, so I wanted to try out a very simple like 2D game first. I know this is not Mario Kart, okay? Don't get me wrong, this is definitely not Mario Kart. But I just wanted to see and figure out, how does PhaserJS even work? And how do I create the different game like grids and movements, just get like a very basic logic setup. So now that 2D wise we have the concept of these barricades, we have the stars, we have the speed, points and time, I can now try to convert it into an actual 3D Mario Kart game. So let's try that now.
A few moments later.
I'm trying to go super step by step here. So since we have the basic logic done with 2D, the only objective of the next step was to implement like a 3D movement where it looks slightly like there's a road and then the car is actually moving on the road and it can move left, right, up, down, and the speed changes as we discussed at the start. So I don't know what I feel about this because the movement for left and right, as you can see, is not very smooth. And I'd ideally love to have a full screen view of the Mario Kart moving. So let's try to get this full screen thing working first. That took me so long because of a stupid issue. But okay, now we have a more 3D-esque looking site. And I used ThreeJS for this, which took me very long to implement, and I've been trying to get the roads right, and as you can tell, it looks nothing like an actual road. Like, there is some basic barricades on the side of the roads, but the road doesn't go anywhere. Everything is all over the place. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, like, how do I get a basic road to work? I really wanted to show you guys the code and stuff as well, but with this weird screen recording issue, I don't think I can do that. So instead, I'll show you like the progress I made to the user experience and just like the entire logic itself. So now I finally have basic roads working. So it looks kind of like a road. This took me so long to do. I don't even know the concept of time anymore. Forget about like the 2 hours we planned. I think it's like 6 p.m. when I recorded this, so yeah, it took me like 3 hours. But okay, it's a basic road, but it just goes in a circle, so definitely need to fix that because that's not normal. I think it's time to just give up. Like, you know, there's moments when you realize that this is not worth my time anymore. So I came up with this eventually. And we have the basic road, like the car can move, but I don't get why it's only going in a circle. Like, I really like tried everything to try and make it into like a proper road, but nope, it just stops at the corner. And the checkered flag that I want to be at the finish line is somehow at the start. So I don't know, I like gave up on trying to fix that already. But okay, we have the concept of like collecting the coins and then the score increases, and it's 3D-esque. And kind of looks like Mario. Yeah, whatever. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. I know the result was not really what you expected, and it doesn't look like Mario Kart game. Okay, I tried. And I guess the process was fun. I got to learn something new. I got to try PhaserJS for the first time, which was interesting. Got annoyed with ThreeJS as usual with nonsense 3D stuff. But okay, at least there is a basic game that I could build. it was the starting part that just took so much time. But now if I had more time to like fix it up and like add more features, I could do that a lot faster because I finally understood the hang of things. But okay, not going to spend a lot of time on this. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out Milanote in the link in the description box below, and I will see you in the next one.